Here I am again at Ravenglass, home of Lalratty, the Ravenglass and Eskdale Railway, and the start of its 7-mile climb up to Dalegarth at the foot of England's highest mountains. This is the second day of the railway's sesquicentenary gala, but my third day, as I arrived a day early to get a taste of more typical operations. Here we see Bonnie Dundee preparing to haul the 1050 to Dalegarth. Bonnie Dundee refers to John Graham, the first Viscount Dundee, a Scottish Jacobite leader who died at the Battle of Killiecrankie in 1689. A hero to some, bloody Claverhouse to others. This engine is a ratty machine on long-term loan to the Cleethorpes Coast Light Railway and is visiting her home turf for the gala weekend. I travelled down the valley yesterday in an open coach behind her. I don't know what fuel she was burning, but we passengers would have benefited from gas masks. A 40-minute break now, giving me time for a coffee and snack before Willenbeck takes the 11:30 on its way. Signalling in the station area and out to the approach to Barrow Marsh is by a mix of semaphore and colour light signals. Beyond that, the route is controlled by a radio from the Ravenglass signal box. I grab a seat in an open carriage, very popular in this weather, while over in the workshop area members of the public get the opportunity to drive a steam engine in return for a donation. Lady Wakefield arrives from Dalegarth, although my timetable says that this should be Perkins this morning. It's not only the policemen who are getting younger. After passing Muncaster Mill, sadly no longer working, we follow the River Mite for much of the first half of the journey. There ahead of us is the unique Miteside Halt. No other station like it in Britain. And now we slow as we approach Miteside Loop, the first of 3 passing places along the way. We have a long wait here for the coastbound train to arrive. On a single-track line, any delay inevitably has long-term consequences. A superpower combination of Green Goddess and River Mite passes.
Off the side, please, sit down.
Are we going?
Yeah, we're going to go now.
The remote Mirthwaite halt, only reached on foot after a long walk across fields. Running high above the valley of the River Mite, to reach our second passing place at Irton Road. And here at Irton Road, I leave the train to continue my journey on foot. Nothing too strenuous. It's the short walk I filmed last year as a walk for Grandma, but it includes a favourite filming spot of mine. The Kissing Gates footpath crossing. Long Yocking, what a lovely name, where the railway curves away to the left towards the Green Station. Perkins leading Bonnie Dundee towards Irton Road. The bridge and road in front of us marks the start of the walk for Grandma. Perkins's train stops to drop off passengers as a Dalegarth-bound train waits in the other platform. Up Hollenhow Bank and towards the summit. A view back down the valley, with Muncaster Fell to the left and the Irish Sea in the distance. And if you have a good monitor, you can make out the Isle of Man on the horizon. Then continue on to the green. I need to get up to Dalegarth, so... River Mite and Northern Rock. And so to Dalegarth.
Sheila? Yeah? Oh, yeah, nice.
A walk down Beckfoot Bank on the bed of the old 3-foot gauge railway. The footpath from Beckfoot Crossing to Blee Tarn up in the fells. Dalegarth-bound trains will stop to drop off here, but not to pick up. The reverse applies in the opposite direction. Now I must head back to Ravenglass. It's Sunday. I'm staying at St. Bees, 20 minutes by train up the coast. For many years there was no train service on Sundays along the coastal route, and even today it's sparse and finishes early. I'm hoping to get something to eat at the Ratty Arms before catching the last train at 6:30, would you believe? Thank God I checked at the station before settling down with a pint. The last train was casually cancelled, and there is no other public transport along this section of the coast. Northern Rail's approach to public service is appalling. I was in time to catch the 17:05, which got me back to St. Bees, an excellent meal at the Manor, and then back to my hotel and a long evening of recharging batteries ready for tomorrow. There's one more day to come, and I hope to film in 2 different locations. If you're still with me, thanks for watching, and hopefully see you tomorrow.